Coco, my babies. Fine show tonight, fine show coming up tomorrow night. Star of The Office, Steve Carell, going to be joining me. Yes, indeed. Doesn't get better than that. From the CBS show How I Met Your Mother, Allison Hannigan will be here, and musical guest Duffy. So watch that show. Ladies and gentlemen, we saw him before this evening. My next guest needs no introduction. Please welcome our captain, William Shatner. Let's have him come out.
Okay, feel a little better than with my little smock on there.
You came wearing that. That's the scary thing. The only guy that wears a year 2000
name like that, it's got to be funny.
So much to talk about, sir. First of all, your autobiography out right now, and is coming out tomorrow. Tomorrow's the date it comes out. I
came to you to announce that.
Yeah, well, and to see me as well. This is exciting stuff. Not just to promote, but to spend time with me.
Right.
Up till now, it's called. You tell a lot of amazing stories in this great picture on the front. That's what you look like coming out for the year 2000. What's happened?
I was wondering.
You tell some great stories in here.
Great stories, and it's getting great reviews. And it's funny, and it's meaningful, and it's something I think you'd like to read. You
tell a story in here that, that I believe is one of your classics. You told it on this show, I think 15 years ago. Yeah. I just want to, and it's in the book. It's a prominent part of the book. A lot of people are talking about it. It's the story about Coco the gorilla. Would you tell us that story right now?
I'd been asked by an environmental group to try and promote saving various animals, and they thought by getting publicity, my getting them publicity, they'd be able to do better. It was something about $1 everybody gives to help the animals, and they thought maybe if I went up to north of San Francisco to a park there where they had Coco the gorilla, teaching Coco the gorilla 600 words. She knew sign language. She put together, they told me, water and bird, and she called it, when she saw the duckland, water bird.
Yeah.
Synthesizing.
Coco was actually communicating with humans. It was fantastic.
She was the link between the animal world and the human world, and full of human emotions, and the look in her eyes, the pictures I saw. And I went up there, and I got to the cage, and they had her in a large room, but surrounded by iron bars, because she was very, 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 very powerful.
As gorillas can be, yes.
Gorillas are enormously powerful.
Yeah. That's very strange what you're doing, but go ahead, yeah.
It's like an echo of power.
Yes.
And so I walked into the room, you know, and they wanted me to be alone because they wanted to take pictures, so I'm alone. And the gorilla's sitting like this, looking at me. It's intimidating. So I'm an actor. I can do the English form of acting, which is do it and then feel it. Or, alternatively, the American is feel it and then do it.
Okay.
And I thought, I'm scared. Actually, I'm frightened to death. And the only way, and I know that animals sense those things, so the only way I could do something was to appear unafraid. And the only way I could do that was to act it. And the only way I was going to act that was by saying I love you. If I said I love you enough, I would feel I love you. Coco, who's sitting like this. So I went towards Coco.
Did you go in the cage?
I'm in the cage,
okay,
like as far as I am from you. And I got towards Coco. And I said, I love you, Coco. I love you. She looked at me with those big brown eyes, not unlike yours, which are red. And
I'm not a ferret. So you looked into Coco's...
What were you doing?
I became a ferret.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You're asking what I'm doing? That's like powerful.
But at least
you can feel it.
Well,
and suddenly you're asking me what I'm doing?
Yes, because what you were doing was totally inexplicable.
I was a red-eyed ferret.
Do it again. You know what that looks like?
What?
A red-eyed ferret.
Okay, well,
So I look at Coco in the eye.
Yes.
And I say, I love you. And she looks at me quizzically. And I go closer and I say, I love you, Coco. I love you, Coco. I love you. And she reaches out and grabs me by the balls.
Yes, remember that part, yes. Grabbed you and refuse to let go.
They have giant hands.
That story is made so perfect by the Shatner timing. They have giant hands.
Well, that was, I never thought of that line until now, so I should incorporate that.
Yes,
right.
yes.
Which then ends, the addendum to that line is, which encompassed everything.
Right, right.
She has giant hands,
yes.
which was able to handle everything.
Yes, yes. We all got that, I think.
Well, there was no reaction, so I thought I better rewrite that line immediately.
Let me ask you about something. Please. You did a Comedy Central roast a little while ago,
yes,
and a lot of people do these Comedy Central roasts, and they can be kind of vicious. Here's the surprising thing.
Yes.
George Takei, Mr. Sulu, took part. There he is.
Sweet man.
That picture just makes me laugh. George Takei really let you have it. He really went after you in a way that seemed like there was real animus.
Well, preface that by understanding that 6 years after the show was over, I wanted to do a book called Star Trek Memories. And the only problem was I couldn't remember anything that happened on Star Trek.
Right.
So I canvassed everybody. I could find by saying, what do you remember? Oh, right, I remember that.
Yes,
and I would write it down and say, right. So I got to Nichelle Nichols. Finally, I'd interviewed everybody, including George. And I said, thank you, Nichelle. I was going to write it down. She said, well, hold on. Don't you want to ask me how much I despise you? I went, what? When did you? I thought we were... She said, no, we all despise you. When did that happen? So it turned out that George Takei doesn't like me.
And what does this come... you don't even know... You don't even know how to pronounce his name.
Wait a minute, it could go either way.
You've known the guy for 58 years.
Be Conan or Conan?
No, it could not be. It's Conan.
The Conan show.
It's not the Conan show.
Conan.
You've been here 50 times.
I know, but...
I would have corrected you a long time ago.
Well, right, but I might come back the next time and say Conan.
You know it's Sulu, right? Not Salu, right?
Salu by you, Salu.
The point is...
So the point is he doesn't like me.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know why. He hasn't liked me. It's been 40 years. Why hasn't he given up on it?
Yeah.
He still doesn't like me.
He really hates you.
He really hates me. So he's invited on the show, on the roast.
Yeah.
Now, the roast is supposed to be fun. You know, ha, 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 we really hate you. No, we don't. This is what he did. That's called a throwaway to the... Aren't you going to play the clip? This is what you do.
Do we have a clip here? We don't have a clip.
You don't have a clip.
Clip.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Well, because
there's no clip. There never was a clip.
There never was a clip?
There was never a clip.
The Conan
Do you
show.
do that? Do you do that in regular conversation?
All the time.
Do you do that when
there's a clip here, and people walk up, and I don't understand why they don't like me.
You've been doing that for years, haven't you?
That's what I do on Star Trek.
I'll have the hamburger and a side order of fries. Let's take a look at this clip.
So they thought it would be funny if I rode in on a horse to open the show. So I rode in on a horse.
Yeah.
That leads you to the inevitable line, right?
Right.
Okay, so he was given the inevitable line. Screw you and the horse you rode in on.
Right.
But he says it, screw you and the horse you rode in on.
Yes.
Wasn't funny.
No. There's a lot of anger there. You should have walked right up to him and gotten very close and said, George, I love you. I love you.
That would have been fun.
And then you're friends. Then you're friends.
And from what I've read, he would like to have done that.
All right, for God's sake. That was so unnecessary.
Wait a minute, before you fade out, look,
I'm not fading out. I'm going to do it.
Show the clip.
Give me a chance.
Show the clip.
Give me a chance.
That's my book.
All right, settle down. I was going to do that right now.
Settle down. You're in a frenzy.
I'm Conan O'Brien. I know how to do this. The hell?
Show the clip.
Boston Legal airs Wednesdays. There is no clip. Boston Legal airs Wednesdays at 10 on ABC. The season finale airs next week, and there's no freaking clip of that. Don't worry, it's fake. And up until now, we'll be in stores. When is it in stores? Tomorrow. I'm scared for my life. William Shatner, everybody. We'll be right back. It's the Gary Vayner Show.